There's a specific brand of gossip, which is the gay sip that I get.
That's
and
good.
so what I have arrived upon is there are heated rivalry actors who are dating, but not the ones you think. In fact, the alpha couple and the beta couple, one member of each, are dating.
No way.
Yeah. Okay, I think I know who it is because
Okay,
I've
go ahead.
really been wondering about them.
Yeah.
Is it?
Welcome to Yenta,
I forgot we were rolling.
the podcast that's sometimes about comedy, sometimes about Judaism, and always about gossip. Today on the pod,
We have Frank Smith.
Woo!
Oh my God.
It's me.
This is huge. Frank is a writer, an actor, a director, a producer, but I know him most importantly from High School Speech and Debate. And since our days in high school, he's blossomed so much. He has a hit web series.
Oh, you were closeted before?
To myself, Antonia's like,
So everyone blossoms in their own time and everyone watches it and knows it's happening the entire time. And since high school, you've written a hit web series open to it that's distributed all over the world.
Every country.
Every single country. You've written on Raven's Home, which is an actual television show.
And the episode I outlined was about speech and debate.
Hello. And right now you're writing on Mr. Zip, which is a series funded by the U.S. Post Office.
Getting that good old government money. Thanks, Uncle Sam.
And writing with your husband, Matt.
Yes, that is pretty incredible to get to write with the person you love and have creative arguments with the person you love.
Oh my God, yeah.
So healthy. And so we're so excited to talk to you about all of this. Just to welcome our listeners, welcome to Yenta.
Welcome.
I'm Antonia. I'm a stand-up comedian and a Jew and a gossip.
And I'm Raye. And same.
We think the exact same things. We do the same things.
We are one.
Yes.
But do you identify as Jewish gossips or gossipy Jews?
Oh my God, that's such a good question.
That's deep. That's deep.
We'll get to that.
Gossipy Jews. Final answer.
We'll get to it on our Patreon, patreon.com/Yenta.
Oh, I like that
I'm
plug.
just throwing in a little plug right up top. If you're here, you're getting the gossip, but on Patreon, they're getting like the real gossip.
And we're meddling in everyone's lives.
And we're matchmaking.
We're matchmaking, aka matchmaking.
So go to patreon.com/Yenta if you want to know more. We'll probably give it another plug at the end of the episode. Okay.
And at the highest level, they make matches, which you can use to start fires. So,
Fires of
That's
love.
yes.
that we're getting into the arson industry.
Underserved these days, you know?
Really, representation matters.
Yes.
I told you not to tell anyone that we started the fires, Antonia.
I'm sorry, I jumped the gun on the fire.
So honestly, the hottest our career has ever been.
And the hottest it ever will be.
Smoke shows, the both of you.
And we are also hot.
Okay, Frank, you are a famous Hollywood screenwriter
It is true.
these days, and that has given you access to famous Hollywood juice. And you said that you had some heated rivalry gossip for us.
Well, I am here with famous Hollywood Jews, first of all.
Oh.
But also, there's a specific brand of gossip, which is the gay sip that I get.
That's
and
good.
so what I have arrived upon is there are heated rivalry actors who are dating, but not the ones you think. In fact, the alpha couple and the beta couple, one member of each, are dating.
No
Wait,
way.
okay, I think I know who it is
Okay,
because
go
I've
ahead.
really been wondering about them.
Yeah.
Is it Connor Sori and Francois Arnault?
That is correct.
No!
And
How do you know that?
I just know. But mainly they've been hard launching by appearing at premieres together. And one of the first ones, Connor Story full on like had his arm around Francois' waist and he kind of like bristles for a sec, but then is like, all right, okay, I guess we're doing this now. And Gen Z does not like it. Reason being, well, there are two reasons, I think. One is, two reasons. One is that they're not on-screen dating. So those are like, no, you can't. Those characters can't date.
It has
Never
to
allowed.
be the TV show characters because
Yeah.
that's real.
But
Yeah.
what they also don't like is that Francois Arnault is 40 and Connor Story is 25.
Yeah.
So
that is kind
he's
of
40.
yeah, he looks
Yeah.
great. Yeah. So I say like I'm not almost there. So I have an opinion on this because I often, part of my comedy brand is making fun of like cross-aged couples and stuff. So I talk about this all the time. And this is a rare case where I have no problem with it, actually. And there's a few reasons. One is
Tell us
Connor
everything.
Story looks a little older than 25. Francois Arnault looks a little younger than 40. So I think they meet in the middle and don't look super age inappropriate. Additionally,
You're talking just
aesthetically,
just
it looks fine.
maturity
Yeah.
began.
super,
We're going
just
for what people care about. Looks.
superficial.
It's fine.
Superficially, no one's out hotting the other. This works. But also, 25, your brain's fully developed. I'm good at that point.
Right.
Like, now Miss Manners
Okay.
still doesn't love it because it's divide by 2, add 7. So she would say 27 is the lowest Francois should date. Miss
Whoa.
Manners, she has that dating rule of the youngest you should date is divide by 2 and add 7.
Oh, I've heard that one.
First
yeah.
of all, who is this lady?
I've heard that rule.
She's long since dead, I'm sure, but like I will echo her forever. And yeah, I think like 25 is usually my minimum because your brain has fully developed at that point. Cue the comments of that's not true.
Frontal
I welcome every
lobe.
time.
It's kind of complicated. You
Yes.
know, it's 25 to 27, really.
And the Saturn return.
Yes, the
Yes.
Saturn
So
return hasn't
important.
happened
Has
yet.
Connor even been through his Saturn return yet?
Oh, good question.
you
good
know?
question.
He's still in the process of becoming.
Yeah.
So is he out now? Because that was the whole thing. I was like,
yeah.
why isn't he just coming out? Why are they doing that thing where they like pretend that they're like, we're not going to expose our sexuality
I've also
when they're
had
gay?
I've also had feelings about this. Initially, I was a little what's the right word that won't get me in trouble but will express how I feel? Super annoyed
Yeah.
that they were hiding their sexualities because I was like, the other two made fun of this years ago. Like, we don't do guys. I'm not talking about my sexuality. You both know.
I love
Neither
that
of you are
show.
confused.
Yeah.
Other two is a great, And I think what it was, my best understanding, because the chatter is also that Hudson has a secret girlfriend, is that
It's apparently not so secret
Not
as
so
of very,
secret.
very recently.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Like Connor posted a picture or video with all three of them and someone,
Yes.
and he commented, my BF and his GF.
So by the time this
Something like
episode
that.
airs, they'll literally all be dating other people, and this will be
Yeah.
irrelevant.
Probably.
But yeah, I think Connor, in his kindness, realized Hudson could take some heat for being a nominally heterosexual actor in a homosexual role. So I think was trying to do him the favor of let's just both keep it on the DL
That's
and let people
sweet.
speculate.
I get
think
that.
that's what it was?
That's my understanding of what it was.
Because
yeah.
then if he came out as gay, then the other one would have to come out or would have to like tell everyone.
Exactly.
Oh, that's actually kind of
I
nice.
was worried
Yeah.
that it was much darker.
I thought so too. I was worried that Connor felt like he needed to be in the closet because
Yeah.
I have not met him, but he and I were in the same film festival a few years ago with
Ooh.
a feature he was in called Riley, and I had an episode of Open to It playing. So we went from being the same to like he's doing way better than
That's
me.
crazy.
So, like,
And that's
Did you
Hollywood.
meet him at that film
I didn't,
festival?
no.
But you were both in it.
I skipped his screening too, so I'm really a fan. I'm a fake fan. It was late. I was tired, but
fair.
I have seen the film appearing more places now, so it's really nice that like a rising tide kind of lifts all boats in that
Yeah.
way. So the other bit of gossip related to the dating situation over there, which I started saying and now I've forgotten as I'm saying it, it's gonna come back to me. Hudson, Connor, queer. Feel free to interrupt. I don't have
okay,
it yet.
so my feelings on Francois and Connor. First of all, Francois, I mean, great example for him, has been out for a while as bi too, which is hard
rare,
to come out
rare.
as. And
As a man.
Yeah.
as a man.
Yeah.
As a man. and just like, I don't know if I have anything to say other than I love him.
And has been in some great queer projects like Schitt's Creek. I saw his movie Twinless, which is
didn't know
amazing.
He was in Schitt's Creek.
Twinless is great. And I met James Sweeney, the writer, director, star, and totally was word babbling, and it was embarrassing. And I hope he forgives me one day.
He probably doesn't remember it at all. Wait, is he the boyfriend in Schitt's Creek?
No. He's just someone. I actually don't remember what his part was.
He's like a photographer.
Okay.
Who like has like one episode. And he's like a shady queer photographer.
That's
not to say it's shady and it's queer. He's just a
shady queer photographer, not a shady queer
shady
photographer.
comma queer space photographer. Yeah. Like, do you think, are they serious dating or is this hooking up?
Oh, that's a fantastic question. I think, if I'm being honest, I think it's a hookup where they're starting to catch feelings.
Like in Heated Rivalry.
We like the evolution. They're in the
I
Heated
hope
Rivalry.
season 2 is that they get together. That would be kind of awesome.
She is writing a new book, and I feel like Rachel Reed is very aware of what the fans want. So I think she could steer towards that.
No,
for sure.
she would never break up the two couples.
Oh, no. That would, well, if in the middle of the season, why not?
Yeah.
Unless both of them opened up their relationships.
Oh, if the Heated Rivalry were open to it. What?
Written by Frank Smith.
There's no hockey. I'm sorry, but there's lots of sex.
That's perfect. Yeah. We just need like those like 1 to 2 seconds throwaway scenes of them in a ice rink.
I know. It was funny because like when I read Hudson's comment, I was like, yeah, those ice hockey scenes were so hard to film. I was like, it was hard to film 3 seconds of footage on screen.
Yeah. I love that they were just they didn't even try. They were like, this is as much hockey as we're going to give you, and that's all you deserve.
Yeah.
I'm sure they were like, do I need to learn how to skate? And the producers were like, of course not.
What a ridiculous question.
That would be insane.
So good.
Okay, I want to talk about your web series Open to It.
Yeah.
But more specifically, like, you have now become, I think, officially an expert on open relationships.
Yeah, I'm kind of
because of creating this web series.
Yeah.
Are you in an open relationship?
I am, yeah. But I think our version is very specific where like we will do stuff together. Like we're very codependent in that way. It's
see. So you don't play separately.
No, not really. It's like called like closed open, which I think is very funny.
Yeah. Open.
I like that.
Yeah.
Also, every time I hear someone use the word play to mean sex, I get really freaked out.
I'm actually
it's a kink word.
I know.
Okay, Antonia, don't kink shame.
I know.
Well, and I'm in a phase where we haven't been doing a lot with other people lately. So actually, I would rather like put on a play with people. That sounds fun. Right?
But it is actually objectively kind of cringy.
Yeah. I know.
Do you want to play? Do you play alone? Do you play separate?
Especially I know this one couple where their playroom literally has Pokemon dolls in it, and I'm like, oh well, now there's mixed messages happening here. Yeah,
interesting.
And they're not furries, but you could understand why people would think that. So,
yeah. How do you decide? Are you both attracted to the same type of person?
Fortunately,
or how
we have overlapping taste. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How do you like find people to play with?
Say it. Embrace it.
Yeah. When we first started dating, it was like there were, cute little apps like Thrinder, and then they got sued and had to rebrand as Field.
Yeah.
Play the Field.
They used to be called Thrinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's so fun.
And we've talked about sponsoring Open to It a few times, and they never have.
Field.
But then it just, we have lived here long enough and meet people that you'll just run into each other at a party and be like, oh, kind of like feel the vibe and get it. Like one of the most recent people we hung out with, we met him in the line at an airport and he started talking to us, and that was
I love that. That's hot.
Okay. At Frank and Matt's wedding, which happened a couple months ago,
Mazel tov.
Weeks after your wedding.
Yes, and Antonia I led it, officiated.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
I mean, rave reviews. People were like, "Can I book her for other weddings? I'm gonna get married so we can book her." It was horrible.
Yeah. Literally, people get married. I'm available. And I was like, I was talking to all of the guests and asking. I started realizing that I should ask everybody how they knew you because the answers were crazy.
Yeah, you'll see that at any one of our parties. It's everywhere from like, I went to middle school with Frank. He's one of my dearest friends. To like, I ran into him at a restaurant last week. He said, come to my wedding.
That's so funny.
Everything in between.
And then it'll be stuff like, oh, I met him in line at Disney World.
Yeah.
And that was 8 years ago,
Yeah.
and now I'm his best man.
Yeah, that.
It was amazing.
Wow,
And
yeah,
everyone kept
yeah.
saying that you're like one of the few people who meets random strangers in public and then actually stays in touch with them.
Yes, I do. Very much
So
so.
people watch out, Frank's on the loose. You meet him anywhere, you'll probably be in an orgy with him.
This was and sometimes I'll just be Greek line dancing in the other room. That's it. One of my friends actually described another friend, but I think it applies to me. She's like, there's like sort of like the event horizon of Frank's friendship of you see it coming and it's inescapable. It's going to happen. So like once you're in the fam, you're in the fam.
That's cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really cute.
And what's the percentage of random interactions that turns into a sexual relationship?
Oh, well, so
is it?
How much of it is like, I want to have sex with
95%
you?
and 5% are women.
well, the question. Well, I am. Oh, we were watching this really old movie last night called Charade, which is great, where the flirtation between Audrey Hepburn and Cary Grant, he goes, she's like, I'm not in the market for new friends, but if somebody dies, I'll give you a call. And I'm like, that's kind of where we're at right now. I'm like, I'm at capacity, but if someone dies, I will let you know. You can be on the wait list.
Wait, I've always wanted to ask you this question, Frank.
Mhm.
Okay. Whenever you come over for Shabbat, which is very frequently,
Yes. Queer singing Shabbat. It's amazing. Get yourself an invite.
get yourself an invite. It almost always happens that there's a couple other gay men there,
Mhm.
and I introduce you to them, and then you both go, we
We've
know
met."
each other. and then I always ask, how?
Mhm.
And both of you will go, oh, around. Is it always
the
a sex
sauna?
party?
If a gay man ever says something like, "Oh, just being gay,"
Yes.
but in your specific case, it's actually not that. It's usually gay entertainment related. I've noticed. So like we've been at the same film festival, or like I saw them do stand up or something. So far, I have not run into someone at your parties where we're like, "Oh, hey,
Really?
yeah, actually,
Never?
no, not once, yeah."
Now I'm
Well,
so
now I feel like
disappointed.
you're a terrible polyamorous matchmaker. I'm
I
just putting it out
know.
there.
You didn't start anything after Shabbat either?
Not yet.
Okay, well, we'll work on it.
Well, like there are a few, like I feel like couples where I would have, but they're like too much of goody two shoes, so it ain't gonna happen.
Like who? Okay, talk later.
This will be in the Patreon.
Wait, I want your hot takes from Antonia's Shabbat.
Oh, okay.
What's the thing that you've never told Antonia that you hate about her Shabbat that you want to say right now?
That's a good place to start.
Okay, I have this one locked and loaded. I hate that you lie to me that you go to bed early, and I'm absolutely there till 11 or midnight every time falling asleep.
Oh my god, yes. It's because you met when I came to LA and we started doing Shabbats together.
Mhm.
I was being so responsible about my sleep schedule.
Yeah.
And I've gotten so much less responsible
You really
about
have.
it.
Like the first night, I specifically remember I showed up and I was really tired, but I was like, Matt, this is the first time we're going. Let's just she said she has an early bedtime. I'm there at 10:30 going, hot. Like I'm literally singing with my eyes fluttering.
God.
And partly the red wine, partly I was really tired. And I was like,
Wait, you started at 10:30?
No, it just went till 10:30.
Oh.
And I'm like The Walking Dead sometimes. I will like still have conversations with my eyes closed, and it's a really bad habit, but I just don't want to leave the party.
I
Yeah.
literally think that happened at the last
It
Shabbat,
probably
that you
happened there too,
fully
yeah.
actually eyes closed fell asleep.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Last night I was in the middle of a movie with Matt, and I went off and came back a half hour later. He's like, "Are we finishing this movie?" He got mad because 2 nights ago I fell asleep in a party, and normally he lets it go, but this time he got mad because he was like, "You warned me when you do that." Okay. He's like, "I'm happy to cover for you, but you can't just disappear and not tell me you're doing it." Communication. And we've been together for 11 years, so he's right.
Aw.
Yeah.
So yeah, he is right.
He is right. I was wrong about that. You can't just sneak off and not warn them. You're sneaking off.
And how do you feel about the singing the Jewish singing as like a non-Jewish person
Yeah.
coming into the space? And I know Antonia is an amazing leader.
I mean, I always wonder if when I mispronounce a word, I'm committing a hate crime, but otherwise I love it.
Great.
I have a great time. I love how improvisational it is that like you do like it's a little bit Tarzan where I'll just grab anything and make a sound with it.
I love
and like,
that.
and, you know, like during the song.
Shoo-ba-doo,
Yeah, that's the one.
I love that movie.
So good.
And sometimes it gets too Tarzan for me. I'm like, boop-a-da-da-do. And I'm like, okay, just take it back. But I like that they have the freedom to, go crazy.
You know what's been happening at Shabbat is I feel like earlier when I moved to LA, I like was bossier about being like, we're singing now, deal with it.
Yeah.
And actually like the singing was better then. And these days I've started to get insecure that people are like not into it. And so then I hold off and hold off and hold off and then don't start the singing until later. And then I'm like, it's not as good.
But you've also had ones where the singing didn't happen at all. And I liked that, not because I was trying to avoid the singing, but because it felt natural.
It was
natural. Like, it was like today wasn't a singing day, and that's fine.
Right.
So it's a nice surprise for me. Like I always go in expecting there will be singing. And if there's a lot, that's great. If there's like a modest amount, that's what I'm kind of expecting most of the time. And then if there's none, I'm like, that was just the vibe today. It was a Joe versus the volcano day, and that's okay.
Exactly. We recently watched Joe versus the volcano together.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a movie starring Tom Hanks, and it's trash.
It also stars Meg Ryan and Meg Ryan and Meg Ryan. Yes, she does play 3 characters.
And actually, trash is too harsh because it is a brave piece of art. And that should be celebrated.
Yeah. It takes so many swings that do not connect.
Yeah.
And God love him for it.
It's wild. What like you grew up, what flavor of Christian did you grow up?
Catholic.
Love that one.
Yeah. The guiltiest one.
Yay. And how was the gay stuff?
Oh, fantastic. 10 out of 10. No, actually, I grew up in Massachusetts. So I will say, like, our priests were not only not like fire and brimstone, but we had a gay priest who would constantly feel out my dad's leather jacket and be like, Mr. Smith, where did you get this? The material. So I felt fine at church. It was when I would watch like news broadcasts of other churches where I was like, oh, writ large, they're not buying what I'm selling, are they? So yeah.
You know what I thought growing up in Massachusetts, as we did? I thought that Catholicism was the progressive religion because just how it worked out in the Boston area with my friends, all of the Catholics were like really progressive.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. And what were the other one? What was the like intense one?
Like the evangelicals or something.
Right.
But I didn't know a lot of them.
No, like Southern Baptists don't like really have a foothold from what I can tell in Boston.
And we're Boston suburbs, which is different than Boston proper. So like, I don't know. But I always thought that they were like progressive. And like hearing you had like a gay priest fits in my
an out gay priest.
So no, but it's kind of like hey girl. Kind of like, if you've been watching Heated Rivalry, like that kind of thing. If you know, you know. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought right, they wouldn't let him be out.
No. I think it was kind of like everybody knows, nobody cares type of thing.
Yeah. Can we talk about our shared history and just tell Raye all about speech and debate?
I love it.
The reason why Antonia is so thrilled to bring this up every time is because Antonia ended our heated rivalry defeating me.
You were in competition.
Yes, at our final tournament together, she got 4th place and I got 13th place. So,
nice. Wait, so they put the students at the same school against each other?
We were at different schools.
Oh, you were just at the... Oh, okay.
We were competing at Catholic Nationals.
Right.
And you might be like, so did you have to do Catholic pieces? No, why it's called that is because you qualify by Catholic diocese. So like from the Boston diocese, this many people qualify. From the Worcester diocese, this many people qualify all over the country. And so there's something like 200 people competing at the national tournament at the end of the year.
Wow. And Antonia got 4th.
She did.
And in 13th?
Yep.
We were big deals.
We were big deals. Yeah, because we were 1st and 2nd in our state.
So how much was it? Because when you say debate, I was captain of my debate team.
Yes, nice.
In my yeshiva Orthodox all-girls high school.
And you had a speech and debate team. That's great.
But it wasn't...
And you can speak. That's amazing.
It wasn't speech and debate. It was like, there is a topic.
Oh, okay.
And you have to prepare your note. You're either pro or you're con, and then you debate that topic. So I don't understand what a speech and debate thing is. Here we go. And I know you guys are so excited to talk about it.
Every time we hang out with strangers, anytime there's anyone other than the two of us in a conversation, we end up explaining speech and debate.
Matt, you can go in the other... sorry, I'm so used to my husband leaving the room now. So
I can just get out of here too.
That'd be great.
You guys can just talk.
Ray's partner's already in a different room, so this is perfect. Speech is competitive acting, basically. And the event Antonia and I mostly did, humorous interpretation, is where you take 10 minutes of a play, poem, short story, movie and act out all the characters differently. So
why is it called debate? Is that just to throw people
It's
off?
not called debate.
this is the speech
This is
part
why
of
there's
speech and debate.
Speech and
Okay,
debate.
so it's just the speech competition.
Yeah.
Is
speech
the one that you competed in.
speech team. Have you ever heard people say
Yeah.
that?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So speech is either public speaking or acting, depending on your category.
Got it.
It's like swimming where you have a lot of different categories, except it's not athletic at all.
Great.
Yeah, and we very like in high school we were very much like, oh, we are not debaters.
We don't know a thing about politics.
Don't worry.
I was the loser on the debate team.
The responsible global citizen that we were not. Yes.
Yeah.
You guys were actors. So
And
just
now-
call it acting. Just call it acting
No,
competition.
No, it's
Literally.
not acting.
Yeah, but it's so much worse than an acting
Yes, oh, yeah.
Do
competition.
you remember any of your speeches?
Well, so glad you
Oh,
asked.
sure do.
all right, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
You don't know what you're asking for.
No.
It's imagine a 10-minute
No, just give me
show.
like 2 lines.
Okay,
4 lines.
Sure, I'll do the opening of mine. So my performance was from a play called Over the River and Through the Woods, which is about a young Italian man who, my comments in the bows were frequently, is he Italian or is he Jewish? I can't tell. And I was like, yes.
Yes.
And he's moving away. And so his grandparents try to set him up with a woman so he won't like actually leave town. So I can just do the opening of it.
It's my mom.
We have
my
a
mom.
sound cue.
My mom is calling.
Hold for mom. Can you answer on the pod?
No. I could, but I don't want to interrupt your
we
momentous
will not be doing
speech.
that. All right.
Yeah.
So this is just the opening of like when he's introducing everybody. So my grandparents believed in the 3 F's of life: family, faith, food. So every Sunday for 29 years, I religiously showed up for dinner with my grandfather, Nicky, and my grandmother, Emma. Nicky, you are here. They lived a few doors down, and every Sunday we'd share dinner. Hey, come on in. Oh, you're here, a little messed up. But one day, something happened to me, something important. And what I had to tell them could not wait. Ooh. Oh. So that's me.
Oh my God.
So yes, this is one person show and you look a little cuckoo, but we have fun. We have fun.
It's so much worse sitting down in a chair.
Without any mobility. You lost hundreds of followers over this. I'm so sorry.
And one of my absolute favorite things about you is that you recently had a birthday party where you performed your entire speech piece for everyone.
So
No.
I trotted this out 3 times in recent years after not having done it for, let's see, I think this was 2020. So not having done it in 13 years, I did it at a talent show party right before the pandemic. It was like days before people were like, don't see people. And I was like, I just had 40 people over. Oops. And then for a birthday party, which was a fundraiser for Open to It, I performed it 2 different nights.
Yep.
Yeah. And I believe on one night there was not a single laugh. People were just gobsmacked by whatever this was. But then I got praise after for how like I think surely dumbfounded people were by whatever I was doing up there.
Oh my God. We are the people who peaked in high school sports and just relived the competition.
This is what it looks like.
We're
Yeah.
like, oh, remember senior year.
But the high school
Homecoming
sport
game.
is speech
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
One of my friends who was Australian, so particularly didn't understand this when we worked at Talent Agency together. She was like, you talk about speech and debate like you were captain of the football team. Because that's the reference she gets. But Antonia did a very queer, very Jewish piece, actually. Why don't you tell them what your junior year national championship piece was?
My piece was from Billy Crystal's one-man show on Broadway, which was called 700 Sundays. And in it, there's a character who's a Jewish mom whose daughter has recently come out as gay. And she's on her phone with her best friend telling her the gossip about she came out, I didn't like it, now I'm on board with it. But I still have...
I think fair is fair. Let's see the teaser.
I don't remember it.
You gotta remember.
No, I don't. Frank, you have a...
I remember
You,
it.
You remember Antonia's?
and he remembers every score both of us ever got.
I
That's
sure do. I just
psychotic.
have that's like my one like Rain Man type ability in this
Literally.
world. Is like
Can
I
you
remember
do it?
speech
Can you
scores.
do it right now?
Yeah, I got it. Okay, so If this is offensive, just remember I'm doing Antonia. Okay?
And I am offensive.
Yeah, she is offensive. I want that remembered. Reba, hello, how are you, dear? Oh, it's so good to hear from you. We just got back from the movies. We were seeing The Passions of, you know who. Parking was $10. No, it was crazy. My husband said, watch, they'll blame this on us too. Hello, Reba, hello. Oh, sorry, I lost you, dear. I walked in front of the part of the house where the phone never works, right in front of the picture of Leonard's mother. Okay, so I have got the gossip for you. Julie got married. No, don't interrupt me. I'm telling you now. Okay, so Julie got married to a woman. I know. Olivia, I thought she was a housekeeper. She used to go answer the phone every time, and I thought when a woman's in your house, she's cleaning something. Hello? Reba, hello?
Oh my God.
You have to remember, I saw this every Saturday for a year straight. So that is like locked in there.
But how many years ago?
Okay, that's
How did that feel for you?
that was like, I was just like, never had a sense memory that has like brought me
Oh my God.
20 years
years
the
back.
past.
Yeah, 20 years ago.
Oh my God.
That's
Wow,
crazy.
That's a funny piece.
Yeah, it's very funny.
It's very
it's great.
funny.
It's great. My favorite line, though, that comes from later, where she's like, so she visits the daughter in San Francisco for the wedding, and she goes, so we went to San Francisco. Can I tell you something, Reba? There are a lot of gay people there. No, I mean it. They're like Starbucks. They're on every corner.
It's cute.
Yeah,
Very
it's
cute.
It's cute, right?
It's true.
So cute.
Lots of Starbucks,
Okay,
lots of gay
that got
people.
a really big laugh in the room.
I'm sure. I was laughing really loudly too on the inside and outside.
Yeah.
And I would say our hot take about speech and debate and our lasting mark on it is that Frank and I together ushered in a new era of speech and debate.
We caused devastation here. I regret
honestly,
it,
I regret everything.
Yeah.
The two of us were competing in the funny category. It was literally called humorous interpretation.
Yes.
It had to be funny. And that year, we both did pieces that were 80% funny, 20% heartwarming.
Yes.
You brought
Maybe
in the
even
heart.
shed a tear a little bit.
Nice. I love that. I love that
And then we
blend.
both did really well.
Yeah.
And
We started a trend.
And then everyone else did it.
and it's a nightmare now.
Oh, it's so everything
now
is. Go ahead.
it's like these pieces are barely funny. They're going for going for like cheap trauma and like
It's so hard because I feel like people, how do you distinguish between like cheap trauma and real trauma?
Yeah.
well,
and, like,
if
good
the
trauma.
jokes are funny.
That's it.
If the jokes have to be funny enough to balance the scales in the right
Yes.
direction.
Yes.
And so if you want to go really, really deep, you can do that for sure. But you have to then go really, really funny to make sure it evens out. And the youth, their scales are off.
The balance is off. Joel Kim Booster was on a podcast where he talked about the idea of clapter, where some comedians, they're not going for laughs anymore. They're going for things that they know the audience will applaud at. And I feel like, listen, these are high schoolers. The prefrontal cortices aren't developed. We've discussed this. And I love how progressive an activity is and how forward thinking it is. And I think these kids all make wonderful citizens. That being said, when it comes to the category of humorous interpretation, the humor is being lost. They are going for important, over meaningful, when actually people forget it can be important because it is funny.
Yeah.
Like you absolutely can broadcast a message and be humorous, and people seem to miss that and think if I have too much laughter, the meaning won't come through. And that's absolutely a misplay. And then you have these pieces on the final stage that like nobody's laughing at. And it's just disappointing because it can be so much more than it is at the moment.
And they don't realize that the way to make it feel the most important is to make it feel the most funny it can be.
Yes. And so I will give great credit to the woman who got first place last year. Her name's Ali Skogi, and she got first place doing Brittany Runs a Marathon, that movie. And it was hysterically funny. She was great. She talked about like not being judgmental of people, especially not being judgmental of fat people, and like when you want to try something new. And she nailed it. Like she got the laughs. She was able to laugh at her own expense. She like had one gag where she like was shaking a magic 8 ball and she was like, oh, still fat, damn it. Like, but she also, the message came through loud and clear, and she didn't need to like cut out the jokes. Like And I will also say she benefited from something really strange that happened where there was someone who stormed the stage right before she was supposed to compete.
Whoa.
And
That was at HI?
Yeah, this was
Oh
HI
my
finals.
God.
I was sitting in the front row right behind Josh Gad, who I cannot say enough good things about.
Famous speech and debater.
Famous speech and
No
debater.
way.
Like, very.
Yeah.
Oh. What does
And
he say about it?
So here's what happened. This person ran on stage who was a former 2-time national champion, actually, and was judging at the tournament, but was on a combination of substances. They found mushrooms and weed in his bag later.
That's so funny.
And he was basically upset that someone had made an ableist joke in the performance right before. And so he came on stage and was like, I'm so tired of this. Do you want a real joke? Knock, knock. And then he reached over into his bag and looked like he was about to pull out like a firearm or an explosive. So
Oh my
there was a
God.
stampede and people ran out of there.
no.
Like I was running out, like I was helping people up as I was going. Josh Gad like got trampled by people.
Oh
and
my God.
I know. And you might think like
It's so
overactive
dark.
speech kids, but like it was really scary
That's
actually.
really scary.
And so he got arrested. Fortunately, he did not actually have a weapon.
Right.
And Josh was wonderful. He was outside, like comforting kids, just giving kids hugs when people were crying. I think a few things came out of that. So she ultimately then performed the next day. And my God, could the audience not have been more supportive?
Right.
Like, so she was going to win no
There's,
matter what at that
someone
point.
who's
Like,
not going to
she
threaten us with a gun.
It's like she could have gone beep boop beep boop, and we would have been like first place, yay!
Yeah.
But she crushed it anyway. But like, I'll start with like the negatives of. I did a few posts about it, explaining what had happened and saying like. People like if you know someone at nationals, check in with them. And while most comments were like, thank God I had no idea about this. And I give the TikTok algorithm of the time credit because it reached people who were like, I haven't done speech in years, but I reached out to my friend who I know is there. And then there were some really vile people who were like, well, it doesn't sound like anything happened. What were you upset about? A bunch
Right.
of overreactive people. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, why would you come on the internet when someone is
Yeah.
clearly devastated, speaking to a traumatic event and go, you don't have the right to be traumatized. I think that's grotesque and really question yourself. And I normally try to be polite online, but I had no problem being like, you're a monster. You're a terrible person. How dare you say that? And the positive that came out of it was that people really came together. People came back to the tournament the next day. The finalists that were supposed to go on protested and said, we need a day to like walk that off and like, you
Nice.
know, recover. And yeah, they condensed the schedule. They did everything went off without a hitch the next day. And I do feel like we showed like we are a very strong community, but I think it was a commentary on like how kids are trained for that in a way we weren't.
Yeah.
When you bolt, when you see someone reach for a possible weapon.
Was it kids
Yeah.
or it was just everyone? I think it's just everyone's so conditioned to be like
Yeah,
scared of
yeah.
that kind of
But
thing.
it's a huge, it's imagine just a huge auditorium.
Thousands
Yeah.
of people?
Yeah, no,
Mostly teenagers.
Yeah.
Right, right.
And the girls' coach said, "Run away, Allie." So that sent people into a panic too. But to his credit, he didn't know what was going on. He just saw someone run up on stage
Who's
and reach into a
Allie?
bag. Allie was the person who was supposed to compete, who did Brittany Runs a Marathon.
Oh.
So she was like about to walk off stage, and some guy ran in front of her, and so she's like there at the back, being like, "What do I do?"
I want to watch that
Yeah.
video.
Anyway,
both the
let's
performance
get
and the
to-
devastation.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's get to your gossip.
Gossip.
I mean,
Yes.
you've given us great gossip.
Great. It's true.
Most notably, the in-depth dive to high school speech and debate.
Yeah.
That was probably highlight so far.
Yeah.
But you brought multiple pieces of gossip for us. Okay.
Okay.
I'm so
what
excited.
what's some other ones? Okay. So there have been a lot of lies in the entertainment industry recently.
Let's go.
After the 2023 strike, people were like, survive till 25. And then now the line is like, it'll be fixed in 2026. They're all lies. They're all lies. There's no magical year where suddenly everything gets better. Like
No.
it doesn't. Things are demonstrably getting worse.
Yeah.
Like we have our heated rivalry and like, thank God we do. But like AI is coming in, they're going for creative jobs. There's like more negotiations coming right now. And I just want to, I think I haven't I'm going to start doing series on this on YouTube and TikTok about like indie filmmaking and especially queer indie filmmaking. And the hot take I have is it sucks. Okay? I am proud of everything I've done, but it is very, very hard. And especially if you're trying to do queer indie stuff, like there just aren't that many markets for it. And that's hard. That's hard to know. Like thank God there are gay channels out there. There's like Out TV, there's Deku, there's Rivalry, but Here TV, but like it isn't the world it was 10 years ago of like, I'm going to make a web series and put it on YouTube and everyone's going to discover it and I'll get famous. That is just very unlikely to happen.
You know who I saw? This is random, but I saw this girl at a bar last night, at a queer sapphic party last night.
Oh, great.
Do you remember the show The Bisexual?
No.
Yes, I do.
The Bisexual.
on Hulu.
One
Yeah.
season on Hulu. They were just giving shows to everyone.
Yeah, truly.
That's
At
amazing.
this time, and I just saw her at this bar. Did I talk to her? No.
Yeah.
No. Could I have? Absolutely. She
Yeah.
was just there, and like I was just like remembering this time when like literally they were just like
You get a
giving-
show.
Yeah.
You get a show.
You get a show.
Yeah.
that that guy. Well, I forget his name, but he's like has cerebral palsy and he's gay.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Ryan.
yeah.
He got a
Ryan.
show.
He got a
Connor?
show.
I love that show.
Yeah,
Special.
special. Yep.
That was really the heyday of TV, and unfortunately, I think it really just distorted a lot of people's views of what is
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
You're looking at
in,
the
in
So-
television. Yeah.
And so I want to be clear, like with everything I'm about to say, my takeaway is not give up. It's more, I think, like be a little more realistic while trying to achieve your dreams.
And I mean, to follow any piece of business advice, for example, it will be fixed in 2026.
Yeah.
Right.
Any business advice
In
that
a cliche. Probably not it.
Probably not based on peer-reviewed data.
If it rhymes, it's not the time. Oh my God, that's real. Rhyming advice is not to be trusted.
Like, who's believing these like bumper sticker slogans? Like, that's crazy.
People are so desperate, and I
Yeah.
get it. Like, even like thankfully I've lived through enough lies that now I have the clear picture. Like in 2020 with COVID, people were like, everyone's going to do animated. There's going to be so much animation. Get excited. That for sure as hell did not happen. Yeah, and I'd like people to be like, that's where I'd like people to be a little less starry-eyed of when you're getting rhyming business advice.
Yeah.
It ain't
Yes.
happening.
Wait, so Frank, is the gossip that you're bringing us that it's hard to be an indie filmmaker?
I wasn't gonna say it. I was gonna let you do
the
that.
hot spilled tea. No, I would say the hot spilled tea is there is no formula to success. As someone who has a series that, listen, is like in 53 million homes in 13 languages. I have achieved a success I'm very proud of.
Yeah.
I like have over 10,000 followers on TikTok now and like almost 10,000 on Instagram. So like I'm doing it. I'm in the middle of it. But all the advice I got was wrong of like, oh, you need to post this many times a day. You need to post at this time of day. You need to like appeal to your niche. Every piece of advice has been bullshit. I'm sorry. It doesn't fit everybody.
Yeah.
And the people it does fit for, it's random. I'm sorry. Everybody who has success in this world, there is luck associated with it. And I think that is not worth running away from, but embracing of when fortune favors you and your efforts, amazing.
Yeah.
And be glad for that. But a lot of people attribute random chance to like skill and then experience harsh come downs, because I've seen so many successful web series that like even this one that was getting millions of views for their season 1 and season 2 has cratered and they're getting thousands. And to my eye, because I watched a little bit of it, it doesn't appear any different. Like it's the same show.
Yeah.
The algorithm just isn't on its side anymore.
Yeah.
And that sucks. And I'm sure they put money into it and they're upset right now. And I wouldn't blame them. But like,
Maybe
you
that's
just
what's
gotta
happening
know
with
that.
our podcast.
I think that I have a theory.
Yeah.
Which is that our views have been down recently. And well, first of all, we've had technical difficulties, but I think that I tagged us as for 18 plus once,
Oh.
which
yeah,
is
you can't do that.
accurate.
Yeah.
No, children should be watching us talk about porn.
No, fuck shit, bitch ass. What are you talking about?
They have done
No, now we have to cut that for you.
Ooh.
Wait, but okay, look, I love your very, very upsetting pep talk that you're giving everyone.
Yeah.
But can we have some real goss?
Like something happened on set.
Yeah.
Did you get into a fight with another filmmaker or another?
Or just honestly something juicy that happened in your closed open relationship recently.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Any good set stories? Okay. So just so I don't get in trouble, there was a certain children's show I worked on that is not Mail with Mr. Zip. That's animated. It wouldn't happen anyway. So we're there. And there's a DJ that comes and hypes people up, like hypes the crowd up because they want them to laugh at the jokes and everything. And they're like, it's great. So there's one show where what a great gig, and like it's fun. And then we're in the audience as like the writing staff, just like jamming out, like, and then watching the show happen. It's amazing. So there is one time where the star of the show, who's awesome, very level, very kind person, walks into my boss's room because the head writer, and she's like, we have a big problem. And he's like, okay, what's up? She goes, the DJ just walked into my dressing room, and like, she's not a diva like that. So he was kind of like, not that it's appropriate either, but he was just kind of like, okay. And then she was like, and he's very, very drunk. And she was like, oh, so this DJ for a kid's show is inebriated and is about to like go play songs. And she was like, she's like, something in me saying, we don't let him up there. So my boss has to like be his handler of like, hey, yeah, you know what? We actually double booked tonight. Like, yeah, we have 2 DJs. So we're just gonna, and like ushers him into an Uber, and the guy's so drunk that he's like, oh, you sure, man? He's like, no, we're good. You can't just be like,
you're drunk.
Me. Yeah.
You should not be working in a kid's show.
Well, here's my other hot take on Hollywood is no one says what they mean. So it would be very appropriate to be like, you're drunk on the set of a kid's show, go home. But instead they're like,
but instead they have to make up a lie about another DJ.
It's not my fault.
Yeah. We double booked. I know, I'm so sorry you were drunk.
So
Please forgive
insane.
me. And then it was cool because one of the production assistants, like, they're scrambling. They're like, do we know any DJs? And one of the production assistants like, I DJ'd my sister's birthday. And they're like, where was the birthday? Malibu. He drives a BMW. Great, you're in. They're like, this guy must have the street cred to do this job. And so he PAs and DJs and gets like $1,000 or something for the night, where he was planning to make 100 for the night. So he's over the moon.
That's great.
And he is not drunk, as far as I knew, or he was maintaining better.
Bar to clear.
Yeah, I mean, they have cheesecake. That's that you can get drunk on cheesecake. You can't get drunk on beer.
They have cheesecake. What?
Yeah. Oh, so actually, this diverts into other goss. So when I see studios cutting back on budgets, in some ways I understand, because my husband used to work on a show where their sushi budget for show nights, where they filmed the show. Why don't you guess? What do you think the sushi budget was for like the executives and people showing up to watch the taping of the show?
$5,000.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good. It was $6,000 a night.
That's still insane. Yeah.
On
That's
sushi,
crazy.
that
A
would
night?
mostly get thrown out. It would most people would
my
not have
God.
it. It was, and sushi's delicious. How dare you throw it out? But they would over order. The executives would probably eat before, most likely,
Right.
and then wouldn't have it. And I'm like, this is insane that you are throwing out perfectly good sushi.
That's so upsetting.
And
Matt
then
wouldn't
not
bring it
using
home
the
because-
money towards the actual production.
yeah, why didn't Matt bring it home?
Well, he was like, the sushi has been out for 6 hours, and I'm like,
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I have a weak stomach. It was the right thing to do.
Let's order the food that's gonna go bad
Yeah.
the fastest.
Truly, yeah.
Truly. And every day?
Yeah.
Aren't people getting sick of sushi at that point?
It's all like an appearance thing.
Have
for
you
like,
seen the studio?
I love the studio.
Isn't
and
it great?
Some people get triggered by it. I laugh at how real it is.
Yeah.
Like, and
I mean, I don't know, but yeah.
They for sure have that aspect of like, nobody will tell you what's actually wrong. You have to like kind of read between the lines of what people are actually upset about. Like during the Wonder episode.
Hate that.
Yeah,
I
me too.
hate that so much. And if and when I actually ever do make something, I will surround myself with people that will be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have this.
Is what everyone
everyone.
Yeah.
I know.
They all say they're going to be honest.
But I feel like if I have this might sound obnoxious, but if I have a bunch of New York Jews around me, like they're gonna just be honest with me.
No, I have this executive I worked on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like,
agree. It's like, I
and not
feel
that
like
I
know
only
the
want to hire
demographic.
New York Jews, but like I could just be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like
New
just-
Yorkers, period.
Yeah.
Maybe
My
New
sister is a New York
Yorkers.
Gentile, and she's the person who will be like, well, that sucked. Well, that was terrible.
Right.
And it's because she was a musical theater major. She's a singer. So she went to school and she's just like, we cut to the chase. No bullshit of just
Yeah.
like, no, that's wrong. No, that's bad. And it's to improve
But
it.
obviously cut to the chase in a nice way. Like you can't just go up to an actor who's just incredibly vulnerable and like bare their soul on screen and be like, that sucked.
You can. It just won't get you a good
Yeah. Like I get why people are like that, because people's egos are so sensitive, especially actors, and then it kind of like trickles around the world. It all comes from the top.
And I've worked
And
with
the people at the top are really sensitive, and then they kind of like all trickle around. But
I've worked with kid actors
when
too.
I'm at the top,
Yeah.
it's gonna be different.
I worked with kid actors too several times, and what you do is like you emphasize the positive in a way of like, hey, that was really fun. I love the energy. This time, why don't we try this? And that can work with adults too. But the point is that you're saying like, here's what needs to be addressed.
Right.
And I think some people talk around it so much and it's so full of praise that by the end of it, you're like through this maze of like, were they insulting me or are they taking me out to dinner after this? I'm confused.
Yeah.
And like, that's where it gets insane of like not. actually being able to say your meaning clearly. So hot take is tell the truth, people.
Okay.
Good take.
Tell the truth.
That was great. And thanks for doing this, Frank.
Yeah.
Thanks
You
for
were
doing
perfect,
it.
Yenta.
What a great
I
Yenta.
try. I don't remember my other heated rivalry gossip, but I have a postscript on heated
How
rivalry.
did you do?
I have a
And
post-
how did you find out about the heated rivalry, Goss?
Because when your Instagram is so curated to gay stuffs, you get the images one after another, and you're like, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay. And we all talk and we all we know.
Are you in a group chat? Oh my gosh. Do you hear about the group chat that we were a part of
Oh
last
my
episode
God.
or
There's
2
a group
episodes
chat?
ago?
What was in
Oh
your
my
group
God,
chat? What was
Frank.
We'll
happening?
have to tell you.
Yeah.
Wait, did we get an update? I think we got an update.
We got an update.
There's a gay group chat that we
The one.
the one.
The queer Jewish gossip group chat. There's
There's
the one.
no.
That's-
It's just gay men who do.
They're
a group-
organizing.
It's called a pump.
No, I don't even want to say it on mic because I'm worried about. It's called a cum dump.
A cum dump.
sure.
You're
Why
familiar.
can't you say it on mic?
Because I'm
We said it on
worried.
mic a
Because
million times.
I know, but now I'm worried that we're getting punished.
Oh, on YouTube.
Yes.
Okay, so
Well,
we'll
you just
cut that.
you just need to caption it as like come and then drum and you'll be fine.
There you
That's
go.
how I get around it all the time. I just caption it something nonsensical.
But we're in a 100. We're not in it, but our last guest is in a 100-person group chat organizing this, and
That's too many people to be organized.
That is so many.
That's no.
And was giving us so many looks behind the curtain.
Oh dear.
It was
yeah.
actually a
It's-
highlight of my
so
It
life.
was incredible.
I have a friend who regularly gets invited to these parties in a different country, and they're big on their emoji game. So like you name it, like eggplant, devil, like shower emoji because that symbolizes calm, and like peaches, sometimes chocolate bars, and you're worried about that, but actually the chocolate is not something gross. It's you have to prove that you are a certain length of penis in centimeters, and then you get a chocolate. Actually, it's just a nice it's a nice little treat they do at this party. Is if you're a certain length, they will give you a piece of chocolate.
No.
Yeah. And
That's what the chocolate means?
Because
Do they
I asked,
measure?
Like, yeah,
Do they
you
measure?
do. They make sure
They
you
have, like,
find
a little
way.
centimeter-
They sure do,
a
and they
ruler?
like try to make sure you're maximally like performing in the moment. Because I asked, it was like you have to be this many centimeters to enter the party, and I was like, oh, that feels discriminatory. He's like, well, you get in no matter what. It's that you don't get the chocolate. And
There's
so that many centimeters.
to enter the party.
Yeah. Because
I love that. That's
First
like the
of
gay
all,
version of like
metric
only
units.
hot people can enter.
hot guys
Yeah.
wanted kind of thing.
Like, yes. Oh my, like the bouncer being like the girls have to be like hot enough. But
they
he was
just
like,
pull out the tape measure right away.
It's nice
the
to know.
face doesn't matter. It's
No,
just
it
the,
really doesn't.
the centimeters.
It's nice to be known that you can either be born with it or you can work for it with the body, and either way you'll be okay. You know,
What do you mean?
You can be born with a penis that's a certain size, or if you don't feel like you have the penis or the face, you work out till you have abs and done. Like
And
there's
if
there's a
you
way of
have
being hot no
abs,
matter
they'll
what.
let you in even if you don't measure up.
That's they'll
That
look.
was
they'll,
my question.
Yes.
It's frowned upon, but they let you in.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is such a toxic
And
culture.
what is
it's really
That
it's
is
quite awful.
actually
Yeah.
terrible.
That's horrible.
And I'm
Yeah.
so sorry for the gay community.
Another hot take: gay men are very discriminatory. No,
Yeah.
I think like I currently have this troll on my YouTube channel who like all the time, no matter what I'm talking about, is like, but aren't open relationships terrible? And I engaged the first few times, and I was like, there's no more I can do for this man. Because
Yeah.
at one point it seemed like he was backing off, where he was like, I just think this show sends a terrible message. And I was like, good news, you don't have to watch it.
But like, why are you
I was like,
commenting?
yeah, well, that, and then I was like, I kind of was like firm of like, I don't think your personal taste should dictate what shows exist in the world. And that's what I'm so upset by in this current culture is people think if I don't like it, it doesn't have a right to exist. Instead of if I don't like it, I change the channel. Done.
That's
like,
a good point.
Yeah, like I'm not, I don't know. There's so much I see that irritates me. And I'm just like, okay, then I'm not watching this like alt-right Super Bowl or whatever it is today. You know, like I'm watching the American Boston
Here we go.
Patriots with my Patriot pride. That's what I'm watching today. And I don't care that like Kid Rock is like drunkenly like uttering lyrics like to the Puppy Bowl is the real American Super
Frank-
Bowl. We all know this, but
Frank, you
yeah.
have kept that hat at your
for the
Just for that.
I was waiting for the reveal.
That was a really good theatrical moment. I feel like that's a perfect note to close out on.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm gonna do the doorknob question that my therapist says of when I do too big an
perfect.
issue for the end of the show.
Perfect.
And this is female writers with gay shows.
Oh my God.
Because this is so big.
a
Because
good
even
question.
he did Rivalry's huge, and Rachel Reed is obviously a female writer, and it does still kind of hit me oddly that when people obsess over gay projects, they're always from female writers. And like, do females
Like what else?
do women like so? Heartstopper is another big one.
Right.
And then I feel like there's one that I'm forgetting that was big. Red, White, and Royal Blue. So it just feels like that's what the audience. Hey, listen, that's what the audience wants. That's what they respond to. But like, it's almost like how being a woman wasn't cool till men started doing it with drag. I feel that too. Of like being gay wasn't cool till women started writing about it. So it's just weird how like our arbiters of taste and culture often come from not a representative of that group. And at the same time, I love seeing my people represented. I wish you would use the word slit less in the writing of Heated
my
Rivalry.
God.
I don't think that's a
Who
hot
is
word.
slit?
Like men with a penis slit. She's like, he engorged his mouth around his slit. I'm like, oh, okay. And then she doesn't use the word cum. She'll say his release was all over his stomach. She's
That's
like,
funny.
he covered him in his release. I'm like, all right. Like as a gay man, I'd never have used the word release, never have used the
But
word
did
slit.
you
So
feel
that's
like-
when I feel
But
unrepresented.
Because the TV show was really created and directed
Was-
by a gay
yes, that
man.
is correct,
So was
yeah.
it more true to the gay man?
Yeah,
male
I don't
experience?
have this weird Jordan Firstman take of like, that's not what gay life is.
Yeah.
Because he also, I think, went out of his way to like slander a show that is perfectly representing gay sex. I think, like,
Yeah.
as someone who has a gay sex comedy, like, that's what it looks like. That's correct. And that show's not holding back on it. And what I think is unique about the show that's interesting is it actually married to approaches of doing a coming out story, but also a sexual story. You often have one
Yeah.
or the other. And I think it combined them in a way that audiences responded to. But yeah, I'm grateful he brought the project to life. But like, I don't know. I guess I'd like to see more gay men writing books that then get turned into gay stuff.
Yeah, it's like this is a problem. Where do you think it is? Is it that people don't want to? Because I would think that in Hollywood, people would still hear pitches from gay men better than they would hear pitches from straight women.
But this was a pitch
But
from a gay man.
This was a
It
pitch
was
from a gay man.
Jacob Tannen.
But
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
thinking, we're looking source material. Why is it that people would prefer a woman in that pitch room, even though there's another gay man in there? Or is it there's something about the way they're writing it that's appealing to straight women,
Yes,
which
that.
is a big audience?
Sometimes people think, I think it's two things. Sometimes people think you have a more unbiased take if you're from outside the community. But to your point, yes, she and like the writer of the Twilight fanfiction, 50 Shades of Grey, like
Oh, yeah.
she absolutely
I
appealed
wanted
to
to talk about that.
She appealed to a big female audience, and I think women can appeal to women, so I think there is truth in that. I think if a gay man had straight up written Game Changers, maybe it wouldn't have resonated the same way. Maybe their style wouldn't have connected with women in the way that it did. But I love that both women and gay men are uniting behind this. It's not like Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, where kind of only straight
But
women are
it's
watching it at this
it's
point.
Straight,
but-
Yeah.
It's straight women and gay men, because lesbian women, not all of them, but
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of them are like explicitly like, I cannot watch something
Wait,
this
really?
gay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Oh yeah, you haven't heard it? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
My PT,
Mhm.
Big Dyke. I love her. If you're listening to this, I love you. She's like, I can't. She's like, I tried to watch it. I couldn't. It's too gay.
I love
And then-
Lesbian Sex. Carol is
And
an
then-
amazing movie.
And then last
I'm
night at
surprised
the
that-
Sapphic
All right.
party, Sapphic, so many people were like, I couldn't watch it. It's too gay.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I think lesbians are so hot. That's like the remaining bisexual in me. Like, I feel like I'm like Kinsey 5 at this point. So like there's just a soupçon of heterosexuality in there.
soupçon.
Yeah. A wisp of heterosexuality.
Okay, thank you so much, Frank, for being on the pod. We have to wrap up. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
But we love you. You're amazing.
Thank you.
And happy Yenta.
This
and
was
what do
great.
you want to plug anything that
Oh,
you
please.
have?
I'm on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at frank.arthur.smith, and for the show at Open to It Series. And you can watch both seasons of the show at opentoitseries.com. That's opentoitseries.com.
Amazing. And if you love us, go to patreon.com/Yenta, where you can get all of our gossip and all of our matchmaking. We love you. Thanks for watching.
Bye.